Calvin Castine, we're at the Plattsburgh State campus near the field house for a little college softball home opener for 2003 season for the Plattsburgh State Cardinals. The opponents, 2 down, the Potsdam State Bears. Arrived a little too late to get the opening roster. In fact, we were pulling up. They were standing at attention out there, getting the playing the national anthem. So these 3 o'clock starts just a little tough for us. We have a full day as it is, and then coming to Plattsburgh for 3 makes it a little tough. See the stuff flying in the background. Very windy on this 15th day of April 2003, tax day. And time for me to file my annual request for extension day. Never enough hours in the day to get everything we need done, accomplished. It's the first year that we've been here at Plattsburgh State that Lisa Marlowe will not be on the pitching rubber. She was the pitcher for the first ever Cardinal team. Graduated last year. The Bears go down to 1-2-3. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. Pete Ensel is getting us the batting order, and hopefully before we get too far into this, we'll be able to tell you who's doing what out there. Okay, we were getting a shot of Ryan Rebedu, and our lineups arrived. This is Randy Johnson, otherwise known as the Big Unit. He's leading off for the Cardinals. Pitching is Kerry Brady for the Bears. At the bottom of the first, scoreless. The catcher is, well, I guess we don't have a catcher. Probably it's Melissa Frechette. We have a player listed as a Dufo and or Depot, and I believe that would be the catcher, and that'd be Frechette. Here's ball 4. Johnson's going to draw a base on balls. She'll come to first. And we'll bring up Jaja Cablet, former Plattsburgh High School star. First base for Potsdam is Katie Lamary. Second base, Stacy Jenkins. There's a throw. Johnson will be safe. See? Nice wide slide throw was to the pitcher's side. Playing a little cat and mouse. Second base, Stacy Jenkins at shortstop right there. We don't seem to have a shortstop either. Seem to have 2 left fielders and no shortstop, so we'll have to pay attention. That shortstop might be Holly Prevo. Third baseman is Leslie Hastley, I guess. I appreciate Pete's getting this lineup for us, but get that third baseman and guess along with me here. It looks like Leslie Hastley. We are not going to complain about handwriting because we would have nothing. Look out. And what do we have? Safe at third. Johnson into third, taking the third baseman Hastley with her. On deck, Emily Seawall Butler. Hit to the pitcher. Going to come home, go to first, and run scores. Emily Seawall Butler steps in. 1 on, 1 out. In the first, 1-0 to score, bottom half. Opening game of the 2003 season. I left Champlain. Temperature was 81 degrees. Didn't bother checking when we pulled in. Never thought of it. But spring's arrival on this April 15th is going to be short-lived, because on the evening of April 16th we're supposed to go down into the upper teens in temperature. That'd be a 60-some-odd degree drop in a little over 24 hours. So our joy at the warm weather is going to be short-lived. Pitch sharply to second. Throw to first in time. It'll be 2 down. Now Tracy Mitchell steps in. She's the pitcher for the Cardinals today. Pitch to her is in the dirt. Ball 1. Bottom half of the first inning. 1-0 to score. Opening game of the season. Slow bouncer to short to second. Second to first. 4 up, 3 down, 1 in. We go to the second inning. 1-0. Cardinals lead the Bears. The pride of NAC, Northern Adirondacks, Ryan Rebedew, now a senior here at, not here, but at Potsdam. He's a cleanup hitter, leading off in the second inning. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. First game of a doubleheader. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on Rebedew. Just missing, 2-2. Peel at first, see if she went around. Obviously she didn't. The aroma of antifreeze is blowing in on us here. Wind is coming just in the right direction. Getting the sweet smell of antifreeze from next door. Fouled off and back, out of play. Foul up and again out of play. Count holds at 3-2. Mitchell on the rubber for the Cardinals. Long time between pitches here. Here's a 3-2 delivery, fouled off again. If the Bee Gees were here, we'd say she's staying alive. And she's still staying alive. Strike called, low strike, low strike.
Now batting the left fielder, number 25,
Erica Lucier at the plate. Trying to listen to Jeremy Igor so we can pick up the pronunciations. In tight. Taking on the 0-2 count. It's 1-2 now. It's going to be foul ball. Count will hold. Just missing, ball 3. Looked better than the one that Revedue was called out on. Well, here's the payoff delivery. Swinging and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. Okay, it sounded like Jeremy Agor said Leslie Hartley. Well, not Hastily, Hartley, H-A-R-T, instead of H-A-S-T. Mitchell gets the quick first strike, looking to strike out the side here in a second. Strike 2. Had an 0-2 count on the previous batter, Lucier. This time she goes right at Hartley and strikes her out. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across for the Bears. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0. Plattsburgh leads. First baseman April Barber takes strike 1. I think that third baseman, April Barber, takes strike 1 to lead off the bottom of the second. 1-0 Cardinals, 1-1 the count. Hard shot through the left side for a base hit. Gets away in left field. Barber's going to go to second. She's going to hold up at second base. We'll give her a single on that one and an extra base. Even though the ball wasn't touched out there, it should have been fielded. Now Heidi Benware, the shortstop. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. So the Cardinals threatening again here in the second. High for ball 1. Ball's fouled onto the roof. Didn't see it come off the bat, so I wasn't quite sure where it went. There's one on the ground to third. Now center fielder Beth Clement hits the first one, a little pop-up. Rabbit will get it back in. We'll have runners at the corners. A little bloop single over first baseman. And we have runners at the corners with 1 out. Now Carrie Clement, the catcher. Runners at the corners. We'll see if we have a steal here. Bunt. Runner is out. Runner left too soon. So that's going to be 2 down. Left before the ball was at the plate. Got to wait till the ball crosses the plate or is struck. Not like baseball, where you can take a lead and take off anytime you feel like it. Called for a strike, strike 2. So lead off with a 2-baser, and it might just stay right there. Scoreboard says 1 out, but I think there's 2. Now they change it. Got the second out up there. I've learned not to argue with scoreboards, but I was pretty darn sure there were 2 outs. It's fouled off. Strike 3 fouled. Clement goes down looking. Cardinals are scoreless after threatening. They are scoreless in their half of the second. We go to the third. Still 1-0. Plattsburgh over Potsdam.
Batter for 14, Stacy Jenkins.
Stacy Jenkins to the plate. She'll lead off the third for the Potsdam Bears. Division III softball here on Hometown Cable. Hit to the pitcher, Mitchell. Over To the first baseman, Seawall Butler. We have one down. Now Krisha Huntley, the batter. Swings at the first offering, pops it up. Oops, so again we lost track of it. And the first baseman, Seawall Butler, makes the grab. We have two down. With 2 outs, Melissa Frechette steps in. A little close, ball 1. Half-hearted swing. Puts the count at 3-1. Now ball 4. So the Bears have a base runner. Leadoff hitter Holly Prevost steps in. It's the first offering to straightaway center. Wind is aiding anything going out there, as you can see from the flag. A well-hit ball, squeezed by Beth Clement, and we go to the bottom of the third with the score holding at 1-0 Plattsburgh. And bottom of the third in Jamie Prudhomme. Very dusty out there. Strike 1. Big 2. Count holds. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter up here in a 1-0 game. Ball 3. We're in the bottom of the third in a 1-0 ball game. Cardinals leading. Strike call. Obviously backing away. Prudhomme thought it was a little close. Top of the order now, Randy Johnson, the batter. He scored the only run of the game so far. Hit to first. 2 down. Well, the DH, Jaja Cabalet. Strike 1 called. Hump said she brought the bat through the strike zone. Base hit for Cabalet. She'll round first. And stay put. Cabalet always a threat to steal. Emily Seawall Butler, the batter. One and 1 the count. Strike 2 called. 2 outs, 1 on here in the third. Bottom half. Count even now at 2-2. Foul back off the backstop. Out of play. Another 2-2 pitch, swung on. Foul ball. Ball 3, full count. Cabalet will be going. Dropped in. A she left before the ball crossed the plate. Apparently she can leave when the ball is released. Apparently she can go when the ball is released, so disregard my previous statement. Be a double. Standing at second is Sewell Butler. Pitcher Tracy Mitchell, a chance to drive in some runs, lines it to first base before we could get there. The ball was in the glove and caught by Katie Lamery. So we go to the fourth inning, still 1-0 score. Jerry Brady takes strike one. She's the Potsdam pitcher. Quickly 0-2 on the count. Top half of the fourth. Just missing. Strike three. Nope. Katie Lemery at the plate. Two 2-0 the count. Third base side. Went further again. Couldn't quite see where it went. Got a white sky with the clouds, and don't always figure out where the ball is heading. This is Ryan Rebedew. 2 outs, nobody on. She's a cleanup hitter. 1-0 Cardinals. We're in the fourth. 1 out away from being halfway through the game. One and one the count. Side of play. In tight, 2-2. Just missing, 3-2. You may recall that Rebedew was called out looking on a full count in the first time up there. This time, she gets the free pass. Going inside, Rebedew is on with 2 outs. Erica Lucier at the plate for the Bears. One to count. Tying run on board for Potsdam. Line shot. It's in the gap. Rebedew could score. She will be sent. And we are tied. And it's 2 bases for Erica Lucier. Leslie Hartley, third baseman. Top half of the fourth. Suddenly a tie ball game. Go ahead, run at second base. Yeah, making it interesting out there was Beth Clement. She makes the catch. Bears come up with a run. It's 1-1 halfway through the ball game.
1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Bears.
April Barber leads off the bottom half of the fourth for the Cardinals. We are tied at 1 apiece. Opening game of the 2003 season. Well, at least it's the opening home game. Home opener here for the Cardinals. To center field. One down as it's squeezed by Huntley. Now, Heidi Benware, who, if memory serves me correctly, is from the Sable Valley Patriots. Little chin music there makes it 3-1. Ball 4. Yeah, there we go. If she wasn't aware of the count. So Barbara will come to first. And we'll bring up the center fielder, Beth Clement.
Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Beth Clement.
Go, B!
This year they're saying Clement. Last year they said Clement. 1-1 to count. Line shot. It's going to be an easy double play for the first sacker, Katie Lamory. Line shot, but she squeezed. And Benware, or Barbara off and running on the well-hit ball is double up. After 4, 1-1. Stacy Jenkins at the plate, leading off the 5th inning. Strike 1. One pitch. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 5th. To the pitcher, Mitchell. 1 down. Now Krisha Huntley. Called for a strike. We're blocked out here by the first base coach. Strike 2 called. Cardinals wanted that one. Down even at 2-2. To center field. It's a base hit. That'll be Melissa Frechette, and then that'll be the top of the order. 1 out, and the 5th for Potsdam. Strike 1 called. 2. 0-2 pitch. High. Now the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Shortstop Holly Prevost at the plate. Back to the pitcher, over to first. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 to score.
Hey, Mark. That's right.
Carrie Clement, the batter. Start the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitcher's duel. First game of a doubleheader. If it doesn't rain. Squeeze at second base by Jenkins. 1 down.
Hitting for the Cardinals, number 2.
We'll have to dub it over a couple times. That's all right.
Majo Cablett will lead off. Well, actually, will pinch hit for Jimmy Prudhomme. Strike 1. 1-1. 2-1. Top of the order on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Cablett off the fist. It's taken by the first baseman, Lamory. Cablett's erased. There are 2 outs. And the big unit, Randy Johnson, steps in. Ball 1. Ball 2, missing. Three 0 the count to the left fielder. Strike called, 3-1. Ball 4. So Johnson walks. Now Joshua Cablett steps in. Strike 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 the score. 7-inning ball game. Strike 2. Johnson is safe. He stole back in the first and scored. And this time the throw back to the pitcher gets away. And Johnson coasting to third base. But there are 2 outs, so Cablett's going to have to put the ball in play and get on base here if Johnson's going to score unless you get a wild pitch. But somehow Johnson is back at second. Not sure what happened there. Apparently time had been called. And Johnson's back at second. Time apparently had been called. Nothing across for the Cardinals. After 5, it's still 1-1. All right, we are in the 6th inning. Called safe at first, a bang bang play at first base. Terry Brady is on board with the potential go-ahead run. The number 3 and 4 hitters due up next. This is Katie Lamory. 1-1 in the 6th. Potsdam looking to take the lead. Cardinals scored the first run back in the 1st. Bears scored their lone run in the 4th. Hit to the left side. Second, not in time. Throw to first will be in the dirt. Not in time. Well, we have runners at first and second. Nobody out. So an opportunity for the cleanup hitter to do some cleaning up. Ryan Rebedu getting the orders from the third base coach, wherever he is, or she is, or I guess he brought the instructions up personally. We're going to have a runner for Lamory. Nobody out. Bears threatening here in the 6th. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1-1. Rebedu is struck out and walked. Just out of play. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. Evens the count. 2-2. Rebedu drills it to center. Almost a great catch in center field. Oh, throw to second. Throw to third instead. Throw to second might have got the force at second. Instead, center fielder Clement came up firing to third, looking to get the force there on the lead runner. Instead, we have the bases loaded on a base hit from Rebedu, and still nobody out. Erica Lucier, the number 5 hitter, steps in.
Go 9.
Bases full, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Mitchell just missing. Mitchell missing with ball 1, just barely. Ball 2. As you may have noticed, there's no place to put her. Well, Mitchell's got to get her to put their bat on the ball. Fouls off, strike 1. Line shot, safe at third. Line shot, back to Mitchell. Fires to third, and was that Brady able to dive back in? So it's 1 out. Leslie Hartley, the batter. Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3 swinging. 2 down. Big strikeout there for Mitchell. And now he's up Stacy Jenkins. Stacy Jenkins at the plate.
Go 9.
The Bears had the bases loaded and nobody out. They've got the bases loaded and 2 outs now. A line drive back to the pitcher and a strikeout.
Frankie!
1-1. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Tight, ball 3. A walk is a run. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So RBI for Jenkins as Brady scores. It's a 2-1 lead for Potsdam. Krisha Huntley, the batter. Strike 1 is called. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Strike 2 swinging. Swinging and a miss, strike 3. Well, the bases are left loaded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1, Potsdam leads. Emily Sewall Butler will lead off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1. 2-0 the count. Kick is the outside for strike one. Straight up and out of play. Strike two. Over the Cardinal bench. Opening game of the season for Plattsburgh State. Home season. I keep forgetting to say that part. Opening game of the home season, the home opener. With one out, Tracy Mitchell will step in. That's ball one. Ball two. Slow roller. Will be trouble. Throw to first. Just in time. Just in time. And almost looked like she didn't have control, but I think she did at first. To have more than just a ball in your glove, you got to have control of it. And I think she did, although she handled it kind of funny coming out of her glove. Now, April Barber, number 5 hitter for the Cardinals. Well, Plattsburgh had the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up here in the 6th. Ball. Ball 4. We're going to have a runner. Colette Mayer running at first. Heidi Benware will be the batter. Two outs, potential tying run at first. Potential go-ahead run at the plate for the Cardinals in the 6th. Hit to right field. Rebedu is there. Squeezes it for the out. Nothing across for the Cardinals. It remains 2-1, and we're going to the 7th inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
Melissa Frechette at the plate, leading off the 7th inning for the Bears. Looks at ball 1. One the count. Strike 2 called. Protecting the plate, she fouls it off. Low and inside, it evens the count. Full count. Payoff delivery is taken for ball 4. Must have just missed outside. Lead off walk for Frechette. Holly Prevost steps in now, top of the order up for the Bears. It's the first pitch. Foul. Foul. Just barely. Plate umpire making the call. Pitch is high. Two and 1 to count. Ball goes foul, strike 2, 2-2. Off to fist. Out number one as it's grabbed by the third baseman, Barber. Now the pitcher, Kerry Brady, the batter. Foul down the third base side. Safe on the return. Now the swinging bunt is going to advance the runner. We're going to have two down. Katie Lemery steps in now. Rabadou on deck. 2 outs. Runner at second. 2-1. The Bears from Potsdam leading the Cardinals from Plattsburgh State. Foul ball. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. Just missed. Gutter with the tag. Throw was off the bag, but Seawall Butler able to haul it in and swing the tag to get her. So it makes it 2-1 going to the bottom of the 7th. Beth Clement will lead off the 7th. For the Cardinals, need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Potsdam State leading it 2-1. First game of a doubleheader. Brady gets 2 quick strikes on Clement. Just misses. Hit to second. Player to first in time. 1 down. Former Beekmantown star by way of West Shazy, Carrie Breen is going to bat now for the Cardinals, going to pinch hit. Good time to remind all of our viewers that this is viewer-supported television. No matter how many times I say it, 99% of you pay no attention to me. I'm a married man with kids, so I'm used to not being paid attention to, but I wish a few more of you would pay attention to the fact that this is viewer-supported television. 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York. This is our address. It's just one of the many hundreds of events that Hometown Cable will bring you this year. Foul tipped, hung on to. Strike 3, so Green goes down swinging. Jamie Prudhomme represents the final hope for the Cardinals. They trail by 1. Strike 1. Two outs in the bottom of the 7th. Hit her. Hit her. So she represents the potential tying run.
Now back to left fielder number 16, Randy Johnson.
Gonna have a runner for Prudhomme.
Number 5, Sarah
Anastasia. Hard-hitting left fielder Randy Johnson, the leadoff hitter, at the plate for the Cardinals. Ball 1. We're going to have a runner of potential tying runs at second base. If you're Potsdam right now, you tell your team, let's not let the winning run get on base. They tie it, they tie it. Let's not let that winning one get on. Fouled off. 1-1 pitch. A slow bouncer, safe at first. Tying run's gonna score, yes. Tying run scores, Johnson beats it out. A slow bouncer that just spun in the dirt. Not much. Not much. The second baseman. Jenkins. Not much she could do with that one. She had to let it land. Then she didn't know it was going to spin. She charged it. It could have taken a hop and gotten right by her. So the potential winning runs at second. Jaja Cablet at the plate. She's hit. She is hit. Emily Sewall Butler takes strike one. Number 3 hitter in the lineup. 2 outs. 2-2 the score. Looks like it's going to be out of play. No, not in play, but foul, out of reach. Ball. Sewall Butler, number 3 hitter in the lineup. 1-2 the count. Slow roller. Throw to first. We're going to extra innings. 2-2 the score. I didn't think we'd see Ryan Rebedew again in this game, but here she is leading off the 8th inning. Gets it sharply to short. First, 1 down. Now, Erica Lucier. Strike one. The wind really starting to gust. High fly ball. Taken by the right fielder, 1 down. The various pinch hitters and pinch runners, I'm not quite sure who's in right, but it was a decent play for the second out. This is Leslie Hartley. Gets it to second, booted. So the first by the right fielder will not be in time. E4 puts the potential go-ahead run on base for the Bears. Stacy Jenkins takes strike one. We're zoomed in on her. Didn't expect a steal here by Hartley. And she tried to steal. Thought she'd take everybody off guard. She is thrown out. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Still 2-2. Pete Enso on the left, man, who got the lineups for us. And Crusher O'Connell on your right. Enjoying a chat in center field. On this beautiful Tuesday, April 15th, tax day here in the North Country. A pitcher warming up in back of us, and she just banged one off the building that I'm standing next to. And there ain't a lot of room to bang it off of there, so came awfully close to me, I'm sure. We are in the bottom of the 8th, first game of a doubleheader. Line shot through the middle. Potential winning run is on base for the Cardinals. With all the excitement of balls flying around, I didn't mention that was Tracy Mitchell at the plate. She's being pinch run for.
Let's go, Liz.
Liz Thomas at the plate. Liz Thomas on the base. April Barber was the number 5 hitter in the lineup. She's at the plate. bunt to get her over. Safe. Throw pulled the foot off the bag. So Barber hustling down
Way to hustle, April.
on the base path. Beats it out with the throw, pulling the foot off the bag. Heidi Benware steps in, takes ball one. I'm paying attention to trying to pay attention between pitches to the warm-up going on in back of us. Potential winning run is at second with nobody out here in the eighth. Hit sharply through the left side. They're going to send her. Here's the throw. She's going to be safe at the plate. So a base hit by Heidi Benware drives in Tracy, other pinch runner for Tracy Mitchell. And the Cardinals win it 3-2 in 8 innings. The home opener for the Cardinals is won by the home team. They defeat the Potsdam Bears, and that's the way it was. April 15th, 2003 in Division 3 softball. We've been watching Hometown Cable, win or lose, TV that's worth your support.